Hello everyone, this is Grammy Mobile Suit here again, and I'm back to bring you a very special video about the whole Ellie incident with Overwatch and what some people think Blizzard did to cover up. Well, if you hadn't noticed by now or just don't pay attention to any of the Overwatch news, pretty much there's this scandal between a famous pro player named Punisher who pretty much posed as a female under the gamer tag Ellie and went all the way to the top through the Overwatch ranks, all the way to the pro scene, and went asked to join the team's second win. Well, he came clean about the whole thing. He said claim was a social experiment. In other words, pretty much he was just, well, to me it just sounded like he was being a troll. And that kind of came under fires and put Blizzard in a whole lot of trouble because they never actually looked into it, or how a players got ranked up so quickly. And that gave me, and pretty much that's just led to media sites like Polygon and Kotaku's talking about gamer masculinity and how the pro scene, how it's hard for females to get into the pro scene. And then that's where the next part come in, where, like, if you hadn't tell by the thumbnail, Blizzard revealing their big comment Basil that their hero Soldier 76 is apparently gay. I have no problem with gay people. Like, I really don't care. My best friend is a lesbian. Yeah, I really don't care for her. But here's my problem with the whole issue at first about the whole. Well, I'm gonna start off with the Ellie incident. To be honest, it was just some guy probably like doing a troll, just seeing if he can, like, I don't know, feel like to me, just see if he can get some chits out of it by posing as a girl or whatever. I don't think he was doing it as a social swimmer. I think that he was just trying to do it just to get far. That's my opinion on it. Take it and leave it. And pretty much as soon as he got to the top, he's like, oh man, but the joke ran a little bit too long, so he decided to quit it. So, yeah. And now you have gamer sites like Polygon, Kotaku, I guess Sci-Fi, that claiming that even though that it was a fake account and there's no real actual female, that the pro scene is toxic, male, masculine, and just hate femininity. Which I honestly had to say I disagree, because, like, if a girl player were to come onto the pro scene, that would be tremendous. Like, nobody would not turn down a marketing tool like that. Having a female player on a pro Overwatch team would pretty much, like, sell the whole inclusion thing to females, saying, "Hey, there's a female on our team. You should try it out." And this whole male masculine thing, like, it's just that, like, it's not that, because, like, men are just more competitive than there are women. That's just my opinion of it. And that saying that Ellie was, like, shutting out the lead. No, like, it was just some guy just doing a joke, or, like, seeing how far he can go with this joke. If there was a female with that high player skill, then yeah, automatically she would join. And they're saying that it's easy for a male to join the league. Like, I'm willing to bet you there's, like, at least, like, 100,000 men and, like, masters, grandmasters, and top 500 who are still trying to get to a pro scene and still having trouble just getting past the next rank. And this is not me being toxic male masculine. Like, there's some females out there that are good at video games, but they're just not as competitive as males. Like, a few of the females I play with, they can pretty much kick my ass, just hands down. But I don't see. But they're not like ready or like eager to go onto esports and play. I don't know, play against. I guess I know Seagull out of the scene, but play against someone like Seagull or their friend. No, they're not ready to play against Ninja or be in the top 500. They just want to play video games, just to ease the time. And then pretty much that's lead me to my next subject, which is what Blizzard's response was, which Blizzard kind of just didn't really give a response, and what many other people to believe that, hey, Blizzard just released a new comic about Soldier 76 and on a pretty much next bit adventure, and kind of gave us some backstory on Soldier 76, which kind of I had to say, turning Soldier 76 into a homosexual, I really don't care. But then again, it just feel like a wasted opportunity to explore more of the world, like explore more of the lore of the Overwatch world. And just feel like the game been out for nearly 3 years now, and we haven't really gotten nowhere with the story. The story is still like in the cinematic trailers and the comments and stuff. It's still at that point where Winston send out the distress signal to all Overwatch agents, and that's it. Like, there's that thing if Sky Industries where Team Talon tried to take out Voskaya herself, but there's nothing really major that actually happened. Yeah, you got Overwatch agents coming together, and then you got Talon starting to make their move in the Doomfist comic, but there's no real push or drive to it. And I just feel like, I know some other YouTubers and others say that, hey, this is just like, Blizzard kind of just trying to cover their own ass and stuff. But to me, it feel like, I don't think they just, put out a piece of lore like this, a 14-page piece of lore like this just to cover their own ass. If they did, then pretty much they were just putting all the resources to esports and just really don't care about the lore unless it's just, a scapegoat or just trying to, save the game or save themselves. But I just don't really think like this isn't really that big. Okay, the whole Soldier being gay, I really could care less for real. Like, I really just don't care about it at all. To be honest, like, I just when I found out Soldier was gay, I was like, okay, because I figured he was like old grizzled up Captain America, kind of like just war torn stuff, and then he's like trying to be everybody's dad, but now he's like some the gay veteran guy. I'm like, oh well, like, I guess okay. And just, I feel like that was just wasted development pretty much. It's just, and now now they're trying to appease to, like, I'm not gonna say SJWs because or liberals or like they're just trying to please to a different crowd, and I just want to say that it's not, well, that different crowd wants more of it, and I want to say to Blizzard, like, you really should be careful who you're trying to pick, because this game is pretty, like, I know this game appeals to everybody, but you gotta be careful who you're trying to get into the Overwatch scene. But that's my opinion. You can take it or leave it. I'll catch you guys on the next one later.